So many note takers asking for requests. I'll try to approve what I can. So welcome everyone. Happy to see you all here. So we are going to start the session actually right now. So if there's any of your classmates or your friends who are not yet logged in, please ask them to log on right now. I see at least some people have their cameras open. Nice to see you guys. Yeah, I just want to check. Is there anyone who has already been part of any of our PBL programs or has already engaged with CSR Works? Can you guys give me a thumbs up if you have?
No, sir.
Okay, great. Okay, nice, nice. Really happy to see that you guys are coming back. I hope this session and this program will be another reason for you guys. Okay, nice. So right now, as we start the session, we are going to keep the chat closed, but periodically we will keep open it and let you guys ask any doubts you have. Okay, it's almost 4:10. We'll start the session shortly. Last chance for anyone who's left, any friends left to join. So good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the orientation session of IBM SkillsBuild Spring Certification Program 2026 on data analytics. I'm very happy to have you all here, and I hope this session and this program will be a really good value addition for you. And let's all have a lot of fun. Okay.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Good morning. Good morning. But I'm going to ask everyone to keep their
Good
mics
evening,
off.
sir. Good evening.
Oh, sorry. Good evening. You are messing me up. Okay. Good evening. But please keep your mics off.
मेरी क्लास स्टार्ट हुई अब डेटा एनालिसिस
हेलो सर आनी है आप आईएफएम की
उन्होंने सर्टिफिकेट के जो एक फॉर्म भरवाया था वो भी टाइम स्टार्ट हुई 4
Okay. Yeah. So please keep your cameras on, but due to the same reason, we are not able to keep everyone's mics on. But periodically, we'll be keeping the chat open, so any queries you have, we can also follow up. Okay. So let's start the session. My teammate Rishika is going to be working on the slides. Rishika?
Yes.
Can we go forward? Okay. So students, I know many of you might be already familiar with CSR Box and our IBM SkillsBuild platform, but there are always a lot of new joinees, and So to make sure everyone is on the same page, we'll go through the first part. As you already know, we'll be registering you guys on the platform. We'll be using the same QR and the links that you're familiar with. We'll be seeing how the platform works, and we'll be starting with the learning plan today itself. Okay. And we will do one course of the learning plan so that you understand how it works. Yeah, Rishia, we can keep going. Okay. So can I have a show of hands, like a thumbs up or show of hands, anyone who is not familiar with the IBM SkillsBuild program, who is completely new to this? Okay, okay, great. There is a bunch of students. Okay, great. So, IBM SkillsBuild is the CSR project of IBM. I'm pretty sure everyone here has heard of IBM. They're a US based tech firm, and they're a global IT giant. And in India, when these kind of firms work, they under the CSR law, they are mandatorily uh, held to do some socially responsible activities for the upskilling, for the betterment of the society, basically. So this is such a project that was created by IBM, which is aimed towards skilling and helping all students upskill completely for free. So today's program, as well as the platform, is all part of the CSR uh, initiative called IBM SkillsBuild. So specifically talking about the Spring Certification Program, our data analysis program starts today. In the coming slides, we are going to register all of you guys onto the platform and start with the learning plan activity. There are two main deadlines. That is, one is the learning plan submission deadline. That is just like said here, is on 26th of February. That is next week, Thursday. So you guys will be getting ample amount of time to complete the learning plan. It's a learning plan that is of almost 11 hours with multiple courses on data analysis that can give you all an understanding of how it works from the fundamental level to a bit of an advanced level. So you'll have an ample amount of time to go through the entire learning plan and complete it and get a good amount of learning from there. And the second main part is going to be the final project. So the final project will should be delivered to us by the 2nd of March. That will be the last deadline for the final project deliverable. And in the coming days, in the coming sessions, we will be giving you detailed instruction about what the project is, how you can do it, and we will also, as the day comes, we'll also pass out Google Forms where you can upload the final project. Okay. So this is a bit about the IBM Skills Build initiative. We have been working, CSR Box has been working with IBM on the IBM Skills Build initiative for multiple years now. And we have had over 85,000 learning activities. We have provided internships. We have provided new opportunities. We have provided students with a lot of certifications. And I'm sure that some of you were part of our summer certification program that we did at the start of this academic year. We are proud to say that we had students and teams who were in part of the summer certification program, having stalls and presenting at the IBM annual event in Delhi in October as well. So these programs are not just certification programs, but things that can help build your profile and give you a national level of exposure. Okay. So without further ado, let's get started with the first step, that is IBM SkillsBuild registration. So one thing I want to ask here is all the students who are part of our programs who is already registered on the platform, please make sure that you register with a new email ID. Okay. So I know you guys have done some of the certifications, some of the courses with your existing email IDs, but to make sure everyone who is part of this certification program is correctly accounted for, and to make sure everyone gets the certificate at the end, please make sure that you guys register with a new email ID. And my team will be sharing the link this link in the chat box as well as in your WhatsApp groups. So if anyone's watching on YouTube Live, or if anyone's not able to get the link from Zoom, you can get the links from there as well. So, Prishia, can we keep going forward? Okay. So you will come to this page, and here I don't want you guys to select any other option other than use my Google accounts or sign up with Google, because all the other options will be a bit more complicated. You may need to make a password, or you may need to authenticate the email from another page. But you signing up with Google is the most easiest one, and you can just select that and choose any of the Google accounts that is already on your phone and active. But like I said, for all the students who have been part of our programs, please make sure you guys are registering using a new email ID. Okay. So my teammate has posted the link on the chat box as well. If there's any issue or with scanning the QR code or getting the link from the PPT, please make sure to get the link from the chat box. So one second, can we stay here? Okay. So students, the after the basic information part, there's an additional information part. Okay, that is completely optional. So they may be asking for your age and they may be asking for your college names, but that is completely optional. If you don't find your college name there, don't panic at all. You can just leave that section completely blank. The main part is making sure the basic information is given, as well as accepting the terms and condition of the third part. And as you do this, your account will be created and you'll get to this page. Okay, if anyone's on your desktops or your systems and it looks different, just make sure that learning hours completed and data credential hours, these two titles are there. If that is there, that means you're on the correct homepage of the IBM SkillsBuild platform. So before we progress further, to make sure everyone is on the same page and we are all at the same place, I'm going to just open the chat. If you guys have any kind of errors, if you guys are facing any kind of issue till now, you can just let me know there. Or if you want me to repeat the process once more, if you want me to go through those slides once again, just let me know. Register with new ID. Thank you, Sumit. Okay, it is showing error. So what error is it? Can you let me know? So if you guys are on your mobile phones, most of the time there's a very simple way to troubleshoot errors. That is just put your phone on airplane mode and back and refresh the page. Or just refresh the page and most of the time the error will go away. Yes, Abdullah, it's a bit important to register with a new ID. It's done. Puneet, Kirtana, thank you. Thank you, Sumedha. It's showing you can't reach the page. So any errors such as you can't reach the page or it is blocked or something, that means it's only due to all of us trying to make the account at the same time. Okay. So just go back, close that page and refresh and try again. And most of the time it should be okay. Yes, Swini, if there's an opportunity, if you are able to make a new email ID for this process, that'll be really good. Adik, you should not be registering in two part of the same Spring certification program. All students are supposed to only register for one program. So make sure you uh, choose which one you want to be part of and stick with it. Okay. Adrisa, Amit, if you are already logged into the CSR Box platform, that's why I mentioned anyone who's already logged into the CSR Box platform, please try to use a new email ID this time. Yes, Anjali, we need to go through the steps once more. Vivo, I don't know your name, it just says Vivo, but if you were in yesterday's session and you are part of the prompt engineering program, you don't need to attend these sessions. This is for the data analysis students. Okay. Sarge, it shows academia. Okay. Just keep a note of that. We can see what can be done. The sponsoring organization should be CSR Box, Jasmine. Okay, so couple of students are asking to repeat the process, so I'll repeat the process once more. Uh, so in that time, if anyone doesn't have a new email ID, please, if it's possible, create a new email ID and try to do the same. No, Pradyumna, hope I'm saying the name right. You can't attend both of the programs, or each student so is supposed to attend only one of the programs. If you're registered from your college, that means your email ID is already on there. So, like I said, it's try to please use a new email ID. Rishika, can we go a couple of steps back and go through the process once more? Divyanshi, this PBL programs are on prompt engineering as well as data analysis. Front-end web development was a separate program that we held in June of this year. Can we go to the registration page, Rishika? Okay. So Supriya, if the college name is showing, don't worry. That page is optional. You can just leave that be. Okay. So everyone, I'm going through the process once more. Please either scan this QR code or use the link that we have given here and go to the CSR Box IBM SkillsBuild page. And there might be multiple options to sign in, but I want you guys to select sign in with Google and choose a Google account that's already on your phone. But please make sure that account is not used to sign into the platform already, that you have not been part of any of the previous CSR Box program using the same email ID. Rishika, can we go to the next one? And can we go one more step forward? Okay. So students, I'm seeing a lot of people asking about college name and university names. That is not at all required here. The only thing that is required is the basic information and the terms of conditions. So there'll be one basic information that says required. You need to fill that up, and the sponsoring organization should say yes box at the end there. But the second page, that is additional information where it asks for your age or who are you, if you're a college student and your college name and stuff like that. That page and that information is completely optional. So you don't need to fill it. So if your college name is not mentioned there, you don't need to worry. You can just leave that completely blank. Okay. Anjali Kumari, the site we are giving you through our QR code is the original site. That's why it says it's sponsored by CSR Box. And the third part, the terms and condition, need to be ticked. That terms and condition and basic information is the only required part of the sign up process. You can ignore the college name and who you are questions. Okay. Ayush, this meeting is being live streamed, so you can get the information from there as well. It will be on that page. Yes, Lisa, this platform was created by IBM and the security protocol is by the same company. So I do think that all of your data is going to be secure. Kunal, if this is your first time, you can register with your own email ID. That's completely fine. Okay, so I hope most of the errors and most of the doubts are cleared. So which course we are going to get into that, Pratmesh? Adrisa, it is highly encouraged you create a new email ID if there's no email ID you have. The links are with you, the links are in the group. You have the time to do that. It won't be provided right after. It will take some time to generate the recording. So anyone who is here, I please ask to stay and watch the program till the end. Yes, Anveshi, if it's the first time, you can use your current email. So students, we are going on to the next step. So I'm going to close the chat for a while. And the next stop where we have, I will open the chat again, and we can make sure all your doubts are cleared. Ultimately, this program is completely unpaid. Like I said, it is the CSR activity of IBM company. As such, all the program, all the certification is completely without any kind of fees. Okay. So I'm closing the chat for now. Any errors, please try to refresh it. Most of the time, it will go away on its own. Okay. So now that we have logged on to the platform, next what we're going to do is we are going to get to the learning plan. So you remember, right? The learning plan is an integral part of the IBM SkillsBuild Spring Certification Program. Without completing the learning plan and submitting the learning plan certificate, no one will be able to get the final certificate. So this is part of the this is integral. This as well as the final submission is completely required to finish and get the certificate for this program. So to find the learning plan, that is course that we are going to do, you can again scan this QR code, copy paste this link. The same link is going to come in the chat box as well as in your WhatsApp groups. So if anyone's watching from YouTube, you can also follow along with us. Team, can you please put the learning plan link in the chat box as well? So everyone who was able to successfully scan the QR code, can you guys please put a thumbs up? Okay, yeah. The link is also in the chat box. So anyone who is on your systems, you can copy paste the link from there. Okay, great. So, Rishika, can we go to the next page so I can talk to them about the learning plan? So everyone who has scanned the QR code or used the link would have got to this page. This is the IBM SkillsBuild learning plan for the data analytics program. So just like it says here, there are two sections to it. And to start the program, I want everyone here to click on enroll and enroll in the program. Okay. So please go forward. If you're on your mobile phones right now, it will look like this. That was the desktop system version. On your mobile phones, it would look like this, but the content and the learning plan is exactly the same. So there are two sections, and here I want you to click enroll and enroll on the program. So once you're enrolled, it will say in progress. Right now it will be 0% because we have not started any of the programs, but it will show in progress. And there's an option to unenroll, but to not lose your progress, I hope no one clicks on that. So going forward, in this session, there are two sections in the program. That is section 1 and section 2. And in both, there's a total of 5 activities, 3 activities in section 1 and 2 activities in section 2. And each of these activities are learning certification courses on the platform. You'll get certificate for each of them. And you will only get the learning plan completion certificate when you do 4 activities of the 5. I'll repeat it again. There are 5 total activities as part of section 1 and section 2. And you will only get the learning plan certificate when you do 4 total activities. So in section 1 of the 3 activities, we need to do 2. Okay, you need to do 2 of the 3 activities. One we'll be doing right now to show you how the platform and the course works. The other one you can choose which of the one you want to do. Right now we're going to do introduction to data concepts. I will show you guys the start of it and I will let you guys have some time to finish it off right now. As well as after the session, there will be an attendance sheet where you have to upload the certificate of introduction to data concepts. And after that, from that first section, you need to do one more course. Rishika, can you go back to the section 2 part? Yeah. And after the section 1 is done, like after you have done 2 activities in section 1, you can go to the section 2. And in section 2, there are two activities again. But this time, both of them are mandatory. You need to finish off data analysis with Python as well as data fundamentals. So under data fundamentals, there are a couple of more activities, but as a whole, it is packaged to give you a good understanding of data analysis. Okay. So in section 2, data analysis with Python as well as data fundamentals have to be done. And you can keep track of your progress in the same page. Right now, you can see on the screen, there's a in progress and 0% number, right? That means I started the activity, but it's not done. So when you start the activity and do everything as part of the data fundamentals part, this progress bar will keep going up. You can keep a lookout on this to make sure the whole data fundamentals activity is done correctly. And when you finish off section 2, the section 2 bar will fill up. You can see one there. Can we go back 2 steps, Rishika? Yeah, this is good. And see, there's a under the learning plan, so there's an in progress and a 0%. 0 complete or 4 required, right? So when you do all the 4 activities as required in the learning plan, this progress bar will update itself. And once it shows completed and 100%, then only will you be able to download the learning plan certificate. But you have ample amount of time to go through with this, okay? The learning plan certificate is not due until next Friday, that is 26th. So shall we keep going forward? So right now we're going to start one activity, but before that, I want to just see if anyone has any doubts. The chat is open right now. If anyone has any doubts, we can clear it now or just say done and we'll go forward to the next step. No, you don't need to switch laptop. The class timing is still 4 to 6 and yeah. Yeah, both section we need to be complete, Sweetie. You're enrolled in the entire learning plan. The learning plan has 2 sections, that is it. Nidish, it is to make sure that everyone who is on the platform is on part of this course is correct, accurately tracked, and so that we can give out the certificates correct. That's why we are asking everyone to have a new email ID. Nisar, yes, please, if you are able to, please access to a new email ID. Yeah, Kiran, you only need to do 4 of the 5, but if you are interested, you can do all of the activities also. Adi, the deadline is 26th of February. That is next Thursday. Yes, Akshay, it is mandatory. Please. Sumedha, the learning plan certificate is mandatory to get the final certificate. And to complete the learning plan, that is what we have discussed till now, this course, you will have time till Thursday. Akshira, yes, there will be some practical work. There will be one practical project that you will need to make. The information regarding that will be shared to you in the coming sessions. Altmarch, this is not an internship program. This is a certification program. We won't provide an internship certificate. We'll provide a certificate of the spring certification program. Ayush, I don't think we are going as deep as R. There is Python in the second session. I think that is as deep as we are going in data analysis. Yes, Vanshika, you can do at your own pace. Thursday is the deadline, and you have 24 hours into 7 amount of time to finish off this course. That this is maximum, which is going to take you 10 hours. In section 1, you need to finish 2 of the 3 activities. Okay, Adrisa, I guess that is fine. Pawan, if you are able to, please use a new email ID. Himani, I think this is going to be basic only. It's not going to be too advanced. Karthikey, the deadline to submit the learning plan completion is by Thursday, and the final deadline for the submission of the final project, that is the completion of the whole course, will be 2nd of March. Anjali, after the completion of tasks, we will take a week and a half to evaluate all the submission, evaluate all the students' data to make sure that everyone has attended the classes, to make sure all the learning plan is submitted correctly and the project is also submitted correctly. And in a 1.5 week times, we will be issuing you all the certificates. Yes, Prajwal, you can shift from phone to your laptop. Just use the same links mentioned today. There will be a live stream of this in YouTube, not the full course. You can learn using your phone. If you have a laptop, I think that would be a bit more conducive. Okay, Ali, maybe try closing all the pages and try refreshing again. Most of the time, that solves the issues. Yes, that's when the sponsoring organization is CSR Box. Okay, I think most things are doubts, not errors, and I'm understanding that most people are at this stage correctly. So we can keep going forward, okay? So right now, I want everyone to do one part of the section 1, that is Introduction to Data Concepts. Rishika is sharing the link with you, the learning plan link with you once more. Rishika, please, can we go back and wait there so that I can? Yeah, so under the learning plan, there are 2 sections, like I said, and in section 1, Introduction to Data Analysis, we are going to do one course that is called Introduction to Data Concepts. Make sure you guys select that and not any of the other ones. Okay. So select Introduction to Data Concepts. Can we go forward, Rishika? And you will get to this page. So this is the description or page of the activity. And I have already started the activity, so that is why it's showing in progress and 0% complete. Right now, it might not be showing anything for you. And this is again where you can track your progress within this activity, because there will be multiple parts to it. Okay. So everyone who is here, please click on Go to Activity to start the activity. So everyone here, please click on Go to Activity. You will come to this page. Here you can read about what you're going to learn from this course and how much time it is going to take for you. It will take 1 hour 15 minutes. And here I want everyone to click Continue. This is the same thing, and this is how it would look when you're on your mobile phones. For everyone who's on your mobiles, this is how it's going to look. Again, the Go to Activity button is going to be similar across both devices. So click on Go to Activity. And after you click Start, you will come to this page. You may need to click Start the course once again, but after that you will come to this page. So can I see a thumbs up, like how many people are at this page? Okay, so I have opened the chat box once more. If anyone's facing errors trying to get to this page, just let me know. If there's any other doubts or queries, let's keep that with us. And at the end of the sessions, I'll give you all 10 minutes to clarify it. Okay. So if anyone's facing any issue coming to this page, let me know. Okay, Akshay, what issue are you facing? Only showing section one. It's probably at the bottom, so you just need to scroll. If it's only showing section one, there will be introduction to data concepts in section one, right? Just click on that and select go to activity and start and get to this page. Only what's the last date of course completion to get this one? So you need to submit the learning plan completion certificate by 26th February, that is next Thursday. You need to select introduction to data concepts. There'll be a title introduction to data concept, right? You need to select that and click go to activity. Srishti, if you are part of yesterday's program, you should not be part of today's program. You should only be part of one of the PBL programs they are running at a time. Short message and proof. I do not understand, sorry. In someone who is on Motorola Edge 60 Fusion, there is no charges to get the certificate. Like I said, the whole program and the certification program is completely free. You just need to give your time and your effort to this. Yes, you can start learning Harshit. So on mobiles, it will be a bit more different. Sorry, I do not have the mobile screenshot of the same page on here. Vanshika, this course is of 2 weeks. There will be other components to this course like master classes that you can attend. And after this will be the last one for this academic year. There will be larger courses next year, probably from June onwards. Yes, Samit, you'll be learning about the basics. And more than this learning plan, there's going to be 2 master classes that is going to be taken by external resources on data analysis, which will give you a much more in-depth understanding of the same. And there will also be a mentor session where you will be able to clarify your doubts and you can clarify your any doubts regarding data analysis and the data world as such, data analysis as a profession also with them. And you will get a certificate at the end too. After 6, a lot of students need time to study and need to be with their families. Gunagia. That's why we have kept this time of 4 to 6 p.m. Yes, Anjali, this certificate is valuable as such. They can be reproduced anyway. You can put it in your LinkedIn, your resume. You can talk about it in interviews. And it will give you not just a certificate, but also actual information and actual learning regarding data analysis. I'm sorry, Sakshi, I'm a bit weak in Hindi. That is why I'm only speaking to English here. Yeah, then after 16 hours, you'll get the learning plan certificate. You need to submit the learning plan certificate as well as the final project to get the final certificate of the Spring certification program. No, Piyush, you cannot be part of both of the Spring program. You need to be either part of the data analysis or the prompt engineering part. Yes, Motorola, you can do your activity at your own time. No, for everyone, I'm repeating for the last time, you are not supposed to enroll in multiple courses at the same time. Okay. Right now, we are having this data analysis as well as a prompt engineering part. You should only enroll in either one of them. Always, if the error is persisting, only thing I can ask you to do is please try again later. This might be because we are all using the platform at the same time and it's causing a strain on the server. Then you're ready. I think you will get a better understanding on LinkedIn. Okay, so I think most people are here because I'm seeing the questions are unrelated to the point that we are right now. For any other queries related to the deadlines, related to certifications, I will give you guys 10 minutes at the end once more. So just before going forward, let's just take a couple of minutes and see how this certification works. So Rishika, can I please share my screen for a minute? Okay. So students, I'm going to show you how the Spring certification program, this part is going to work. I'm going to go through the first part with all of you so that you can see how it is. So right now I'm at the enroll page like everyone was at. And here I'm going down to the section 1. Okay. I'm going down to the section 1. There are 3 parts: making an impact data analysis, introduction to data concepts, and digital data gathering analysis. So of these 3, we need to complete 2. And there's a section 2 as well. And in section 2, there are 2 parts and you need to complete both of them. So coming back to section 1, what we need to complete right now is this one called Introduction to Data Concepts. That is the second one in this list. So click on that and you will get to this page. Introduction to Data Concepts. So here, to start the activity, you just need to click Go to Activity. And you'll get to the introduction page of the program. Click Start. For anyone who is starting the activity for the first time, it will say Start here. So click Start or Continue. And you'll be here. So let's just go through the first 3 parts and see how this is structured. Okay. So either you can keep this closed or keep this open. So these are the learning objectives. Explain the importance of data, differentiating between what is structured, unstructured data, purpose of data, quantitative and qualitative data, 5 V's of big data, 4 types of data analysis, what are the steps of data analysis process. We will also look at the purpose of data visualization and how to recognize different charts. So this is the entire course, and the entire course is split into 5 modules, and there's a final assessment or a final quiz at the end also. So let's see how this works. So data fundamentals you'll be doing anyway. So this will also help you out in completing that a bit more easily. So this is all overview about the course, these first three parts, so that I'm going through a bit more faster. So we'll see how to do one module or what a part of one module. So your completion can also be very easily ascertained just looking at here. So we finished this part and this is showing completed. This is also showing completed and we are currently at this stage. So this is in progress. It shows 75% completed. And when we click this, that is finished. We are moved on to the next one. This is showing 25% and this is now completed. So the first module is types of data. And we are going to learn about the importance of data in a data world, differentiate between structured and unstructured data, identify the purpose of a database, and also understand what quantitative and qualitative data means. See, every step and every movement we make is tracked, and this is constantly updated. If you are having any doubts of where you are or how much there is left to do, just keep an eye out on the side taskbar. So what is the use of data and why is data so much coveted? And that is data insights can help companies improve operations, reduce cost, better understand end users, drive efficiency, increase profits, and find new innovations. So during the course, there might be extra information or extra parts that you can voluntarily look into. So this is something like that. I'm not going to open it right now, and this is not required to for the completion of the course, but this will give you a bit more information if you want to be very thorough. So we have finished this part. We are at 99% and we are completing that. And that's completed. So this is a question that they have put here. And expand to reveal the answer means the answer is here. So does anyone want to use the chat and give a small guess? How much data do you think the world creates every day? The chat box is open. If anyone's there, you can just give me a guess. So Arunada says 100 petabytes. 2.5 quintillion bytes. Okay. I hope no one like uses ChatGPT or Google student gives the answer. I just want to give you guys to give me your guess, your honest guesses. 3.5 million bytes, somewhat in the terabytes, I guess, more than terabytes, I guess. It should be, right? 3 million terabyte, 300 million, 2.5 quintillion zettabytes. Okay, let's see what is the correct answer is. It's not infinity anyway. It should be something that is quantifiable. So let's see what would the answer could be. Okay, so it's estimated the world creates 2.5 quintillion bytes of data every day. And quintillion is 1 followed by 18 zeros. Wow. And I think someone correctly said 2.5 quintillion, right? Yeah, with AI, the use of data is increasing very much, so we might be seeing jumps in the coming future. But currently, I think so. This data is based on an article that was made in 2022. So 2.5 quintillion 2022. So right now by 2026, I'm pretty sure it should be almost double, right? Especially with the advancements in AI and how it's been going now. So if anyone's, so yeah, please, anyone can use Google, and can anyone tell me what is the latest data? So this is based on a 2022 paper or an article. So based on the latest data, can anyone tell me what is the uh, usage for data generation? Okay, its data is there. By 2025, it would be 180 zettabytes. Okay, so this is a classification of structured and unstructured data. Okay, so now we are onto the structured and unstructured data part. Okay, Mayur Raj says 500 to 600 exabytes per day. Oh, wow, that is a huge jump if it's true. 1 second, students, learners. Hmm. Yes, Mahisha, anything then generated by phones is also data. Images, videos, photos, every photo that you upload on Google Cloud and Apple iCloud, everything is data. That all comes under the same. So now this goes into what is structured and unstructured data. So I don't want to go too much into it because this is all for you to explore. But one thing I want to say is that there will be quizzes in between the modules. So right now we are on module 1. We are at the data can structured and unstructured data part 30% complete. But here you can see 2 more points down after quantitative or qualitative data. There is a quiz. So this quiz will be based upon all the information that was talked about in this module. And you will need to complete this quiz with most only an 80% mark to go to the next module. But don't worry, you will get an unlimited amount of time attempts to finish the quiz, after which you can go to the next one. And at the end of this learning certification program, not certification, but this learning activity, there is a final assessment. So this final assessment will most probably be a 10-question assessment where you again will need to get 80% mark to complete this course. Okay. So when you're going through this, just don't scroll randomly and just mindlessly. Try to learn things, try to read things, and try to understand what is being shared here. Okay. So I'm going to stop sharing this and we can go back to the PPT that we are going through. Yes, Pradeep, that's exactly it. When a photo is clicked, new data is generated. And when you store it to the cloud or put it on Google Drives, that is again uploaded to a data center and kept there. Akshada, you can complete the session later, but please try to complete it today itself because this is mandatory for today's attendance. Thus, you will get a certificate after completing this activity, and you will need to upload the certificate to get today's attendance. Yes, I can show you a model of how the certificate will look like. And also I'll show you a model of how the final certificate will also look like. Rishika, can you please continue sharing your screen? Kimani, there should be more things there. You can try to refresh the screen or just scroll down more. It should be there. You should not be creating a program. Just make sure that you are leaving any of the prompt engineering groups and make sure the program today that you enrolled is with a fresh email ID. That's a new email ID that was not used yesterday. Okay. You need to upload the certificate of this course that we just looked at, and we will be passing out a Google form where you can upload the certificate. Okay. Yes, you can complete the course by tonight. We'll be keeping the certificate that attendance deadline by tonight 10 p.m. Okay. You can complete it after the session. Okay, then Piyush, just make sure you have left all the prompt engineering groups. For today's attendance, you need to upload the certificate of the course that we just looked at, that we just started. Okay. So we will be talking about how to get the certificate in the coming slides, Namata. So can we go forward? Okay. So this is just an overview again about the IBM SkillsBuild Spring Certification Program. The duration is 2 weeks from 19th February, that is today, till the 2nd of March. We have an active participation of more than 3,500 students who registered for the program. And for the next session, I hope there'll be more students who are participating and being part of it, because the next session is going to be way more interesting than this, I promise you. The next is going to be a masterclass on data analysis, and it's going to be taken by an external resource person who is going to be an expert in data analysis. So it's going to be a really good time for you to clear your doubts, clear your real world doubts, see real world application, and you'll also be introduced to the final project and the later things during the next session. Okay. So these are core of the Spring Certification Program, the self-paced learning. That is the learning plan that we just started today. So that is going to be the core of the self-paced learning for you over the next 2 weeks. Like I said, the learning plan certificate deadline is on 26th of February. There's a week's time, but the whole certificate is only 12 to 13 hours long. You have more than enough time to complete it over even the weekend. Next, there will be 2 masterclasses and 1 industry interaction round. And all of these will be led by experts in the field that will give you a good idea of how the field works. And not just that, it will also give you an opportunity to talk with them, an opportunity to clear your doubts and understand how the system works in real life. And for all the certifications that you're doing, all the programs that you're doing, there are certifications you can get, and the digital credential will also give you, that is the data fundamentals, data credential, that's in the second section of the learning plan, will also give you an IBM badge that you can put on your LinkedIn. So we'll be talking about that as well, because that's one of the major parts that you can get out of the certification program. Can we go forward? Let's keep going forward, Rishika. Okay. So these are some of the benefits of the Spring certification program. Not just that, of all the certification programs we run, anyone who is part of this time, I strongly encourage you guys to keep an eye out for our deep or summer certification program that we do in June when the colleges are open again. This will be the last one for this academic year, but the first one of the next academic year will always be a long one. That will be 4 to 6 weeks long and will be much more in depth, and you will get a much more greater exposure and greater learning from it. And like I said, I would like to remind you for the last summer certification program, we had a couple of exceptional projects, and these students were able to showcase their projects in the IBM annual event in Delhi when we conducted that in October. Okay, so keep that in mind. Make sure you guys finish this certification progress and encourage your friends to join the next one as well. So this is the core WCP elements and the timeline. Right now, we have started the program. The oriented session is going on and almost done. The self-paced learning has just started. The learning plan has been shared with all of you. You guys have been onboarded onto the platform. You have started doing the sessions, and everyone's on the right track. So our first masterclass is going to be on 21st of February. So that's going to be on Saturday, and most probably is going to be on the same time, that is from 4 to 6 p.m. We have always kept this time so that everyone who has classes or any kind of other engagements in the mornings can be present for the sessions. And also it does not encourage into your family and your study time at night. So that is why we are having this 4 to 6 time period. And the first masterclass is going to be on data analysis from cleaning to insights and prediction. And it's going to be taken by an external faculty. The first, both masterclasses will be taken by external faculty. So it's going to be a really good learning and a really good opportunity for you to interact with professionals who are in the data analysis space. So if you have interest in it, if you want to make it a career and you have doubts, any kind of doubts regarding it, this session will be a really good place for you to clear all your doubts and queries. Okay. So yeah, so 21st February will be the masterclass 1, 24th will be masterclass 2. So 24th will be Tuesday, I'm correct, if I'm correct. So you'll have ample amount of time in between. There is in a weekend, and after 24th, there is not, you have till 26 to complete your learning plan. Again, more than enough time, seeing that learning plan is maximum going to take you 10 to 12 hours to complete. And by 26, we will be sharing you a Google form on all your groups. So you can upload the learning plan there. You don't need to send it out to anyone. Just make sure this is completed, correct, and you have downloaded the certificate. And in the first and second masterclass, your this will be the topics that's going to be covered. You can take a screenshot of it if you want, or you can take a photo of it. Make sure you highlight which of the topics that is going to be of the most importance and most interest to you, and make sure you attend those master classes live, because that will be the best learning you'll be able to get during the sessions. You'll be able to actively and on time clear your doubts, clear your queries with the mentors, and it'll be a much more good learning opportunity when you're all together in a session, and you can also talk with each other and better help yourselves become better. So can we go forward, Rishika? So this is correctly, and you need is going to be important to you, to everyone, to make sure that you guys have made a Credly account, because in the second section of the learning plan, there is something called Data Analysis Fundamentals, and that is a digital credential course on the platform. So what it means that once you complete that data analysis fundamentals, you get not just a certificate, you will get a badge. And you need to claim this badge on Credly within 30 days so that it does not expire. And the main reason for this is once you have claimed this on Credly, you can link it to your LinkedIn. And in the LinkedIn certifications tab, this data fundamentals course that you did will show up in the certification tab with the official IBM logo and name. Okay. So that's going to give your profile a really good boost because it's not going to say your college name or the CSR box or IBM skills build. It's going to show up with the official IBM name and the official IBM logo itself. So you can understand how much of a boost it will give your profile. And it's not just this digital credential, all the digital credentials on the platform can be displayed in such a way. But it all needs to be claimed on correctly. So as part of the digital credential itself, there will be a small portion that will show you how to create an account on correctly and show you how to claim it. So just make sure you go through that, make sure you do it correctly. Can we go forward? So this is the finally I'm going to reiterate for the final time. There are two main deliverables or two main things you need to do to complete the program and get the certificate for the Spring certification program. First, you need to complete the learning plan. And for us to know you have completed the learning plan, you need to submit the learning plan certificate. After you complete the whole learning plan, after you do 4 of the 5 courses and it shows 100% and everything, you will get the certificate with your name in it and the learning plan title also. That certificate has to be submitted to us. That is the first thing that we'll be looking at to verify you have actually done the work. Then the second is there will be one final project that you're going to do. The details of the project will be shared to you over the next 2 masterclasses, and the submission for the final project is going to be on 2nd March. So for all the submissions, there will be Google Forms not, that will be shared to you on those times. So it's not given to you right now. We will not be giving it right now, so don't need to ask for it. But when the dates come close, we'll be sharing you the learning plan and the final deliverable submission Google Forms to you. You just need to make sure the files are uploaded correctly on it. You don't need to send it to anyone or send it out to us or WhatsApp or email. Just need to make sure it's updated there. Okay, let's keep going. So we need to look at one more part, that is how to get the certificate. Okay. So yeah, we started the learning plan, right? This is how the learning plan is going to look when you are completed. This is the learning plan of a previous PBL program that we did. And right now, yours will be saying 0% completed and in progress, and this will not, none of this will be tick marked. So once you complete each section, that section will get tick marked, and this progress bar will go up. And once you have completed it, it'll show the date on which you have completed. And only if this is showing in this way, it means that your learning plan is correctly completed. And now, can we go back 1 second? And to where to download the learning plan certificate is from this page itself, there'll be a tab called Actions. You can see here, right? There's a tab called Actions. So right now, if you check in that Actions tab, there'll be a couple of options there, but certificate will not be visible. But once you complete all these sections and complete the learning plan is 100% finished, you can go back to the section. I'm sorry, you can go back to the Actions tab, and there'll be an option to view the learning plan completion certificate. So that is where you can download it from. For people on your mobile phones, I will show you guys where it is in the coming slides also. Okay, don't need to worry at all. So can we go forward, Rishika? And this is going to be the final certificate for the IBM SkillsBuild Spring project-based learning program. It'll have your name and it'll come with your name and the title of the program that you are part of. And like I said, after the program finishes, that is 2nd March, we will need a week and a half time to evaluate all your submissions. And that is right. We will be individually going through each of your submissions. So many times there are people who submit some other documents or some other certificates thinking that we will not look and thinking that they will get a certificate, but that won't happen. We will go through each and every learning plan submission, and we will go through each and every final project submission to make sure it is up to standard and it is the correct document that you have submitted. And only after that we will be giving out the certificates. So anyone who wants to trick or is trying to get by on the slide, you will not be able to do that. So make sure you do all the things correctly. Okay. Can we go forward, Rishika? Yeah, let's keep going. Okay, so now I'm going to show you guys how to download the certificate. Okay, so this I'm going to talk about the activity that we just started. That is for the 1 hour 15 minutes. Uh, can we stay in the last page? So for everyone on your mobiles as well as on your PC, once you have completed any of the programs or any of the activities, the completion will be shown in the description page. So right now, for this course, it shows here that it's completed on 15 December. Just like that, whenever you complete any of the learning programs, in the page where you click go to activities to start the program, it will show that it is completed. And if it shows completed, that means you learn that certificate is made or the certificate is generated. You just need to download it. So can we keep going forward? Yeah. On your desktops, on your systems, like I said, there is an actions tab. Under go to activity, there'll be an actions tab. For the whole learning plans also, there was an actions tab. So under the actions tab, there will be an option called view completion certificate. And that is where you can download the certificate from. But right now it will not be visible. Only after you complete the certificate will it be visible. So Rishika, can you go back 2 steps, please? One more step. Yeah. So, okay. So one thing here, for anyone who is on your mobile phones, there won't be an actions tab. Okay, on the mobile phone, there is no actions tab. But at the top of the screen, right next to the share button, there is this drop down. So let me see if I can mark that. Okay, I don't think I can right now. Okay, give me a second. So in this for mobile phone mode or mobile phone screen, at the top right, there is a share button, right? And next to the share button, there is this 3 dots. That is a drop down menu. Okay. So in that drop down menu will be the option called view completion certificate. So that is where you can download the certificate from on your phones. Rishia, can you go forward? Yeah. And when you click that drop down button, this menu will show up with the view completion certificate option. And clicking on that, you will get the certificate for the course that you just did. And when you finish the learning plan, it is the same process. Once it shows completed and once it shows 100% on your mobile phones in the same place and on your desktop in the actions tab, you will see this option called view completion certificate. Can we go forward and see how the certificate would look? So this is how the certificate is going to look. It will have your own name. This course name is obviously going to be different. It is going to be the course that you're doing right now. And when you finish the learning plan, it's going to be the learning plan name that's going to be here. But your name will always be there. There's going to be a unique link, and the completion date will also be there, or at the very least, learning hours. So you can very easily get all the information right here. So when the learning plan submission is to be submitted, for every student, we will open the individual learning plan and make sure the name of their name as well as the course or the completion topic name is the same. If it's wrong, we will not be giving the final certificate for them. So make sure everyone does this correctly. Okay. So right now, we are almost done with the orientation sessions. The self-paced learning has started. You are on track with it. Next will be the master classes. And like I said, the first master class is going to be on 21st. That is this Saturday. So before we sign off, I'll just keep the chat open right now. So if anyone has any doubts, we can clarify now. Okay, Priyansh, thank you so much. Amit, if you want to do today's course, make sure you log on to the platform with a new email ID and do all the steps that we have talked about today. The recording for the sessions will be passed out, or the YouTube live will be there. Just watch that and do go through the same steps once more with a new email ID, and also leave the prompt engineering groups. Shadu, the certificate submission forms will be shared with you. Attendance forms also will be shared with you soon. Devendra, if you join late, they will be recording, and also the YouTube live is there. You can just rewatch the YouTube live when live to see what we discussed today. So Credly, there is in the digital credential part, there is a small portion about Credly that covers everything that I said. So when you do it, you will get a better understanding than listening to me once more. 26 is the submission date, at yeah, not the masterclass. Sachin, if you have completed and it's showing 0%, it's probably due to server load. Just wait a bit and the completion should reflect what you have done. Vanshika, today's deadline will probably going to be 10 p.m. at night. We'll be sharing the attendance forms in the chat as well as through all your WhatsApp groups. So you can fill it after you have finished and completed the certificate. Chaitra, no, you should not be doing both prompt engineering and data analysis. No, the entire course is not completed by reading the modules. The individual courses were completed by reading the modules, but there'll be master classes for the certification program. Sakshi, the registration deadline is already passed. We cannot admit any more new registrations as it was closed yesterday, day before yesterday. Himani, yes, you need to complete one certificate, not right now. You just need to complete and upload it on the attendance Google form that will be passing around. Raghavendra, YouTube link has already been shared. We'll be sharing it once more then. Rishika, can you please post the latest WhatsApp group link in the chat just so that anyone who's not in the groups can join in? Ayush Gupta, please make sure you complete the second course that I mentioned today. Yes, completing 4 out of 5 courses will get you the completion certificate of the learning plan, Gayatri. Students, please make sure to message in the main chat because I can't look at all the individual chats. If the course completion certificates are important, in the mobile phone, after completing a course, you need to go back to the course description page, and at the top right corner near the share button, there is going to be a drop down menu. That's 3 dots. That's a drop down menu. When you click on that, you will see an option called View Completion Certificate. Yes, Simani, you need to complete that introduction to data part, but not right now. You have time to complete it after the session is over. Okay. Anvesha, in section 2, you need to complete both of the courses. Only in section 1 can you choose which two you want to complete. And yes, you need to complete section 1 and 2 by 26. And only after final certificate submission, you'll get final certificate. And please, every student, please listen to me right now. The submission of the certificates are on Google Forms. There will be Google Form, and we will be sharing it to you by that time. So for the 26, we will be sharing you the Google Form by 24th. The deadline is on 26. We will share the final learning plan certificate Google Form on 24th, and you only need to submit there. Okay. Anusha, the attendance form will be passed today, passed out in your groups and in chat. Raushan, the Google Form link is not yet ready. We will share it to you when the dates come close. Amit Limbo, that won't be an issue. Yadin Sharma, it might be take the platform, rechecking your answers and evaluating it before giving the certificate. Just check back in half an hour. Thank you, Neeraj. Shadu, there is no offline meeting. The whole program is entirely virtual. But during the masterclass sessions, when there are experts taking the sessions, you can ask them about any doubts you have, or you can clarify anything with them. In section 1, you need to complete the second one. We'll be closing the session very shortly, so please stay until we do so. To get the attendance, you need to do the second course in section 1. Okay. Abhishek, if you're done with introduction to data concept, you just need to upload the certificate for the attendance, and you will have the time of 1 week to complete the rest of the courses on the learning plan. Okay. So, yes, Prithvi, you have time. The attendance form will be shared to you, but it will be open till night. So you can take your time to complete the course and submit it. Abhishek, the link to submit the courses has not been provided yet. We will be doing so very shortly. Chriselle, it's the second course in section 1 for today. Section 2, both courses are mandatory and you have time of 1 week to do that. Right today, you just need to do the second course in section 1. Kunal, you should not be joining 2 programs. Please choose either one of the program to stick with and leave the groups related to the other one. Yeah, Shrini, we are closing the sessions very soon. You can leave after that. So, Rishika, can we go forward? Gayatri, you need to finish all the modules of that particular course to get the certificate of that course. And for the learning plan completion certificate, you need to complete the whole program. So this is the attendance QR code and the link. My team will be sharing it in your chat boxes as well as in your in your WhatsApp groups. make sure that it is done by today. The attendance form will be closed tonight, most probably by 10 p.m. So before that, please make sure you have filled it and you have uploaded the certificate of the course that we are started today. And for the learning plan certificate, a different form will be shared to you by 24th or 25th. So you don't need to worry about that right now. Just start doing it, and you have more than enough time to get done with that. So I have actually I told I'll give 10 minutes. I think I've taken 15 minutes to answer queries. So if there is any more queries, you can reach out to our team emails. We'll be sharing that in the groups as well. So if there's any more queries, you can reach out to us on mail. Try not to spam on WhatsApp, because we will not be able to reply to too many students if there are messages on WhatsApp. But if it's on mail, we can keep a much better accurate track of all the queries and return to you and reply to you. Okay, so if you guys have any doubts or queries, try not to reach out on WhatsApp. Try to stick to mail. The email ID to which you can send your doubts to will be shared with you on your WhatsApp groups. Okay. So thank you all, students. Thank you all for being with me today. I hope you had a really good introduction and a good introductory class for the PBL program. The coming sessions are going to be way more interesting and way more informative for all of you. So please ask all your friends and all your teammates to join in, and all the best. So thank you all. And you can all leave. And if anyone wants, these are the links that we used today. You can take a quick screenshot or picture, share it with your friends, or keep it with you. Thank you all. You can leave. We'll be closing the meeting soon.